Hello creative coders, welcome to our channel Creative Coding. I hope you all are doing great. So this is yet another episode of our series CSS mini project. And in this we are going to be creating a custom checkbox, a simple checkbox which looks very beautiful. Let's see the preview. So in this, when you click on that circle, you can see the I agree text changing color. So initially the color was seems like it is disabled, but when you click on the checkbox, it gets enabled. Okay. So this is a custom I agree button which you see on many websites. So if you're new to our channel, my name is Shikhar Bania. I'm an educator, mentor, and a web developer. You can find me on Instagram as CreoCodigo, where I post content related to web development daily. So without any further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about Newton School first. Newton School is a platform which provides individuals a career in tech. It has courses specially designed for freshers, individuals, working professionals, and even women who don't have any knowledge in tech. Around 300 companies hire from Newton School, and Newton School also provides a pay after placement policy under which you don't have to pay anything to Newton School until and unless you are placed with a bare minimum of 5 lakh CTC. Sounds great, right? Let's talk about another initiative taken by Newton School called Launchpad. So Launchpad is for those who want to start their coding journey from scratch. It has all the courses that you need to start a coding journey like Java, Python, data structures, JavaScript, Node.js, SQL, you name it, they have it. And the main advantage of using this Launchpad is you get a certificate of completion, you get a developer community, you got the best instructors to teach you, you also got a hands-on experiences, and you will become job ready. And all of this Newton School is providing for free. Yes, so don't forget to check that out. So here we are in the code editor, and in HTML, as you can see, we have given the title as simple checkbox. So let's start. Basically, we want a checkbox and in front of that a label. Okay. So let's create a div of class wrap, also center. So this center will center all of the things or all of the elements in your this particular class. Okay, let's close this. Inside this I want another div of class checkbox which will contain the checkbox. So let's close it. Okay, and inside this I want an input of type checkbox check. Okay, sorry, type is checkbox. So as you can see, we got this checkbox. Okay, let's give it an ID of check, also a value of check, and name of this input box will also be check. Okay, so our input box is complete. Now let's add that label for check. Here we need to pass the name of your checkbox. The name is check, hence for check. And let me close this, and inside this it says I agree. Okay, so we got this label for this checkbox. Okay, so our HTML part is now completed. Now let's style this checkbox in CSS. So we have written the HTML code for our checkbox. Now let's style this in CSS. So in body I have written the background, given the background as F6F 7FC, and I have changed the font family to Trebuchet MS. Okay, so now we have the first class as wrap, so let's target that. wrap. Okay, let's change the position to absolute. Top will be 50%, left will be 50%. As you can see, it is not exactly in the center. To center it, we have to transform and translate it minus 50% and minus 50%. So this is a trick to center anything onto your web page. Okay. Along with this, we want to scale it a bit. So scale 2 comma 2. So the size got increased. Okay. And let's add a margin right of minus 50%. Okay, this is just in this is just a safe line to prevent any margins around our wrap class. Okay. Next, let's target the input and display equals none. So the input box got removed. Okay, it is displaying none. We're going to edit it and then display it. Okay, so let's target the label first. So in label, I want the font size to be 24 pixel. Okay. Let's change the color to hash BF. So it is now a little grayish, which shows the user that it is actually disabled. Okay, you have to enable it. Let's change the display as inline block. And what do we have? Let's add some padding values. 0, 0, 0 and 1 EM. And let's change the cursor to pointer. So when I'm hovering over this, the cursor is changing. Okay. Now I want to add something before our agree, that is that circle of our input box. Okay, I have to add before it. So label colon before. Before means if I suppose write some content here, hello, so this will add before our label. Okay, so that is the main purpose of this before pseudo class, but we don't want any content, so we'll just keep it blank. Let's display it as inline block. Okay, let's change the background as hash 55D8C6 55D866. Okay, C6. All right. We have to give it a width and height. So width will be let's say 20 pixel. Height will be 20 pixel. So we can see this square coming before our label. Okay. Left will be 0 and we have to add some top values, let's say 5 pixel. Okay. Let's add some margin. So margin right will be 10 pixel. There's some space between those two. Okay. And what we want, let's make it circular. So border radius will be 50%. So now it is in circle shape. Okay. Also, let's add some what we can say box shadow or shadow to this circle. Okay. So box shadow 0 horizontal alignment, 1 pixel vertical alignment, 0 and 0 for spread and blur, and then the RGBA value So 0, tab 0, tab 0, let's say 0.4. So as you can see, we got this shadow. Okay. All right. Next, what we want is, let's change the box sizing as, sorry, box sizing as border box. Okay. Let's add the border. So border will be 10 pixels solid and color will be FFF. Okay. So there is actually a border. You can't see it right now. Okay. So let me change the color to something, let's say red. So as you can see, we got this border. Okay. So that's why we have given it FFF. So it will act as a what we can say radio button. Okay. So border is completed. Now let's add a transition, and I just want the transition for border. That's why I'm specifying the border. Usually we write all, but in order to specify the particular element, you have to write that element. So that's why I have written this border. Then we have to pass the timing, so 0.3 second, and is the type of transition. Okay, so our label before is completed. Now if input is checked, okay, plus at the same time I want label before to do something. Okay, so this will check if input is checked. I want to change something. I want to change the label that is before of that label, which is this circle. Okay, so I want to change the border color #FFF if it is checked. Okay, and I want to decrease the border width. Initially it was 10 pixel. I want to change it to 3 pixel. Okay, whenever the input box is checked. Now let's target the input and label. So in this I want to add the transition and change the color. 0.3 second is. Let's increase the timing so it will look good. 7. Okay. Now when the input is checked, I want to change the label and just change the color to #444343. Okay, so let's see this happening. When I click on it, you can see this animation. Okay, yeah, right now it is disabled, but when I click on this button, it got enabled. Okay, so it is just when I click on it, it is getting checked, and the label is performing the animation like we have specified. So this looks great, right? I really hope you like this video, and thanks for watching till the end. I think you might have a little understanding on how you can edit or how you can change the format of any checkbox in your website. So please like, share and subscribe our channel. It would really help and encourage us to bring more valuable content to you. And if you have any doubt related to this, comment down under the comment section, or you can contact me on these social media handles. I would love to help you out. So also don't forget to check out the Newton School website to learn more about them and the services they are providing. So keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.